Hello world, I'm Mandy Mundo, and this is my stay at the Sumba Lodge in Manuel Antonio, Costa Rica. Here is our room, and what a room it is. This is probably bigger than my first apartment. Let's start over here. So here's a separate closet. Oh, there's me. Nice big closet. And then you have a little kitchenette with coffee and tea. A couch area. Here's our big comfy bed. And then over here, the bathroom is huge. So it's divided between the water closet here and then some dresser space, lots of windows, lots of light. Here's the sinks, the shower, and the bathtub. I'm definitely going to be taking a bath here. And then just outside the bathtub area is the patio. And look at the view. And then we just saw some macaws flying in these trees back here. Crazy. And everything is so beautifully decorated. Lots of art and artifacts. Look at it. Beautiful. Art. Very nicely designed property. The property also has a pool. A nice infinity pool overlooking the ocean. Breakfast is included, and it's a nice European spread. So you've got cold cuts and cheese, fruit. We've got some fresh bread from the bakery and croissant. Tea, yogurt, granola, and then she does eggs to order. So Jeremy is getting plain scrambled eggs. And you can look out on the view. The owner is so nice. She offered us a ride into town. So she took us to the Quepos marina. So we're just looking around, checking out all the boats. Apparently they're having a fishing competition starting in a couple of days. It's this one, this rock star one. And then there's also a couple of shops and restaurants. I was actually quite surprised at how fancy this marina was. So Costa Rica, I found, is just very Americanized, very expensive, probably because of the tourism. I just didn't think it was going to be that way going in. So we actually did a boat ride later on, so I'll do that in another video, but a fishing boat excursion was expensive too. We came to a local restaurant for some lunch. I got some ceviche, and Jeremy got rice, arroz con pollo, and an imperial. This is so good. I could eat ceviche every day. And Jeremy's probably going to get mad at me because I might not be able to finish it because I had a big breakfast, but oh well. You're shaking the camera when you do that. The restaurant was called La Costa, And it looks like they are open for breakfast as well, but they had a nice big menu, and yes, it was tasty. The owner even brought us a little 4 p.m. snack, and of course I already ate it before I could show you, but it was chicken satay with peanut sauce. How sweet! She does offer to cook dinner here, but it's very expensive because, you know, she's just a small little kitchen with 6 rooms. So if you wanted to have dinner with her, I think it's like, gosh, $120 per person, and that's for appetizer, entree, and dessert. So we decided to say no thank you, and we just went to a local restaurant just a 5-7 minute walk away. There's even a resident horse. Actually, he belonged to the previous property owner, and when they sold the property, they just left his horses here. So they kind of just roam. Apparently there's a couple others too. And there's some howler monkeys in the distance. Coming from over there. And they woke me up this morning. So I just came back up in the room and I heard and saw a little lizard scurrying about. Oh, let's see. Well, don't do it like that. Oh, right under the bed. He's so big. His body is probably like 6 inches, and his tail's probably 6 inches. Oh, no.
Now he's in the bathroom?
So eventually he went from under the bed, and then even though the sliding glass door was open, he went into the bathroom, and then they got him from the shower to go through this door, and then he went out that way. So yes, you never know what kind of critters you're going to encounter here in Costa Rica. Apparently you can walk to the beach. So the property is right behind me, and then you go up the hill a bit and take a left and just follow the trail. She says the gate will say do not enter, but you just walk to the right hand side of it. Prohibited, but you just go like this. That's what the owner says. Oh, there's the other ladies. See, they went to the beach. Jeremy said this is going to be treacherous coming back up. Let's see. I forgot to time us, but it probably takes less than 10 minutes because we're already here. Just have to do an adventurous river crossing. And then you're there. It's essentially a private beach in a nice little bay. So it looks very calm. And the owner of the lodge, she said, just still keep your head on a swivel, keep possession of your items, because sometimes there are people hiding in the bushes, and they're a lot faster than you, and they might take your stuff. But right now, there's just one person swimming in the water. We don't have anything valuable on us anyway, but this is so cool. I'm gonna get in the water. Duh! Oh! But I've got my shoes on because it's a little rocky. And then that wasn't someone swimming out there, those were pelicans. I'm so silly. You have to walk out really far in order to get submerged, and it's rocky the whole way. Definitely wear some water shoes. But it's so nice! You have the whole thing to yourself. Oh, I could spend all day here. sitting on the beach, drinking a beer. So he's doing just fine. He could sit on that patio, the balcony of our room all day, he says. He just loves that stuff. Just gonna keep going in circles. And one of the resident horses decided to come for a visit. Why is he drinking the water? It's salty. He's got a brand on him. I tried to say hello and tell him he was drinking salt water, but he wasn't listening. That about does it for our stay at Sumba Lodge. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.